Hey folks, I'm Joe and I record myself doing CSS battles. Today we're doing what I call a retro CSS battle daily targets from the past. This is January 25th, that's January 26th, and January 27th of 2024, that's last year. Right now, let's get right to it. Okay, first things first, we're going to put our background in place, and then we're going to choose yellow, and then I think we're going to narrow this. We're going to put all of our styles, our particular styles, to make this work. We're going to put on the paragraph element itself and not bother changing anything else. Let's see how far we get. 60 top margin, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92 margin, side margins. Okay, and then our height is needs to be a little taller. 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's our start. To get that curved top, let's see if we can use border radius for that. We might not be able to. We're going to find out right now. Border radius. 50% looks close. Of course, we need other numbers. So 50% gives us a curve that's not quite right. What if we do 90 pixels? 95 pixels, 100 pixels. 100 pixels might be it. So 100 pixels and then 100 pixels. So that's the first is this top left, then top right, and then 0, 0. Okay. So our background then is a linear gradient, 2 linear gradients probably. Linear gradient that's 50% of that color, or actually transparent probably, and then that color. And then if we change it to have a height, we're going to go ahead and do 0, 0, and then 100% width, or actually we can just do 1 pixel, and then give it a height of 20 pixels, we get stripes. Great. How about 30? How about 40? How about 35? How about 40? So it's almost exactly wrong. So let's do it the opposite. We'll do that and that. So we get our color and then that color. And then we have a really interesting, okay, so the bottom looks great, but we still need to fill in the top. So we're actually going to use this linear gradient twice. So let's put it into a CSS variable. And then if we just plop it in, so this would be var g, we're going to replace all that text with var dash g, comma, var dash g, and then var dash g, comma, and we get it. Let's submit that. So in one we've constrained the height, and the other we haven't. And that's 100%. And actually we can use a 1Q unit, because that just happily will reduce down, because it doesn't matter for our purposes what the X width of that background is. It's gonna repeat anyway. So literally, it's a teeny, very, very thin slice, but it just repeats on the x-axis. And because we have 100% height, we get it done. All right, next. All right. Pretty straightforward there. We have a repeat here of this these poles here. The question is, what do we do to do that? Do we want to use elements? Do we want to use box shadows for anything? I kind of want to start with the smallest element first, which might be a little on the kooky side, but might work out well. Let's try it. So let's use our margins. 7 and 5. We're using our margins to limit the size, and there it is. So it's 40 pixels tall, and there's that first thing. So what's next? I mean, so it's so malleable. If I set a color to this darker blue and do box shadow, I can set one that goes up and to the left, which would be what? Minus 30 pixels, minus 30, minus 100 pixels. Oh, no, minus, yeah, we want to minus there. 25, 6, 7. And if we do another one, we can do what, 25 pixels minus 70 pixels and get the other shape. Is that good? Arguable. All right. So I think what we want to do. What do we want to do? I make myself a little bit at a loss. We could also do inset shadows to push a background in. Actually, that's maybe a better idea. Funny enough. All right. What if we do it like that? We're going to put this dark color like this. And then what's it look like if we do an inset box shadow? Kind of curious about this one. Inset. Do I have the syntax wrong? Oh, is that because of the margins? It might be because of the margins. What if we do 100, 200, 300, 400? No, I have that wrong. I think that's a bad idea. We're not going to do that. So undo, 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 undo. There's our background. Okay, so let's put those back. All right, so now let's do a linear gradient. Which is that's going to be coming in at a 90-degree angle and has a hard stop, and then I make this black. So that's how you get that. The issue is it's going to repeat out here, but maybe that's not a big deal. Is that the right width? So I'm altering the wrong number. There we go. 20, 30, 40. There it is. So we have we can use 20%. So that's that. The problem is that we've got only a certain limited area that we want to cover. So we need to cover this up. And to do that, we can use my buddy the conic gradient. Conic gradient. Which in this case is going to cover with this dark color, 75%, and then transparent. And we need a comma between them. And then, so that needs to be transparent, yeah. Or it needs to be, actually it needs to be this color. And then we can move that around. We can just say 100 pixels over, 100 pixels down. Maybe 80 pixels down. Or up. Or 0. So, okay. We need to go. Interestingly, so we do need an at value, don't we? At 50%. So it's at 50%, 25%. I think is what we want there, and then that might work. Oh no. Oh, we need vertically. We actually need to go 75%. Aha. And then the vertical position there. There it is. Maybe a silly set of ways to do this, but I'm content with this. It is very strange to use a box shadow this way. Maybe not the most efficient because we got to do it twice. We need to set this background. And actually, this is actually going to be shorter, or this setting this color. It's going to be shorter if we just do this. I think. Because what? It's like the same. Yeah, that's fine. Minify and unit replace and nip and tuck at some of the code, and that's code golf. That's the solution that I came up with, peculiar as it is. I like that one. It's got a silliness to it. All right, last one for today. Let's create some objects. Let's do display flex here. Our width is 100 and our height is 300 and our margin is 0 on the body. And let's do display flex. And we need margin of 0 on this as well. Background, it needs to be this yellow, and whatever we do, we're going to flip the other one upside down, and it doesn't matter if we flip it on the x-axis or the y-axis. We're just flipping it around in both. In this case, -1 -1 would be different, but yeah. Okay, display flex, gap 40 pixels, great. Margin 0, 100. Too much. 5, 6. That width is not width enough. Perfect. And then let's do this background. That's a circle. So that's how we get a solid circle. Now, if we give it an at value, at 50%, 100 pixels, then you start to see kind of what I'm getting at there. Okay, and then a little bit bigger, 6. All right, so we have the symmetry happening. So then we do exactly the kind of thing that we did last time, which is a linear gradient, which is, and if I put colors that don't really count, you can see what I'm doing there. So it goes red to blue. It stops at some point, 25%. How about 30? How about 35, 36, 37, 38? And then rather than red, what we want is that color, and then rather than blue, we want transparent. And now that's the shapes. Let's submit that and see if we get 100% match. We would like it to be 100% match. And that's great. Okay. So on the silly side, for sure, we could do, let's use Q units instead and see if we can do, sure. And then let's use another Q unit. Q, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's even a little shorter. That circle is at 120 pixels. Can we use a percentage there? 40 Q, 5, 6, 7, 100, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 29, 28, 27. Let's see if that's 100%. Doesn't feel like 100%. Yeah, it's not 100%. So I have 26. How about 50%? 40. 40%. Love it. How about submit that? If that gets 100%, then I think we're done. Oh, nope, not 100%. That means these Q values are no good. We submit. Percentage values have this nice side effect of the space after it is optional, and that reduces the character count. Unit replace, minify, resubmit, and we're all done. Again, you're seeing and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past. First time I did this was a year ago, and here's what that code looked like. What's different? I was using divs, right? More characters in a div. I was using a radial gradient. I was using a border radius. I was using scale Y, but that can be abbreviated, right? So let's see. So what changes would we make to this code to make it better? We could go P and a second one. P, so can we adapt this code and make it work? That's the question. P, and then this is P plus P, and does that work? Almost. So this margin is not right anymore. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 75, 74, 75, 76. Okay. And we have, are there other things that we can do to tune this code? Not really. Let's minify and unit replace and see if that's any better. Submit that. Curious to see how well that does. And that's an even better score. So that's, we're adapting, we're coding with myself and adapting what I did back then to how I'm doing it now. And that didn't use display flex and only use margins, which is a little bit more terse, a little bit shorter. So that's great. A fun set of battles from what, the 25th, 26th, and 27th of January 2024. Super fun. I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them. More to come. I'm more than half done with the backlog of videos, backlog of CSS challenges. Check it out, cssbattle.dev. Super fun site if you enjoy CSS. Great kind of workout for your brain. Make stuff in CSS and HTML. It's super fun. Take care of yourselves. Bye.